So yeah, one question from my side. So could you please explain how SBOM helps identifying the vulnerabilities in the software?
So how it will help to identify the vulnerabilities? Let's say I am the producer. I'm producing one software and I have 10 components received from 10 suppliers. Now, one of the suppliers in their component, they got some bug and it's not yet produced, or they have updated just and internally it's updated, but I do not know or what was the actual reason and it will impact my other components or not. In that case, if I have such format across all the suppliers and with me, when they update immediately, I'll just scan and I'll come to know, okay, everything is up to date, or is there any already vulnerability which will impact the other component or not. So in this way, it will help me to identify the vulnerability quickly, and also if fix is required, then I can generate the fix and provide the fix for my further customers or whomever I deliver my software component.
Hmm. Maybe to add on to what Dharmesh said, so in real scenario, if you think of Ronak, we know that a software is built using different libraries. Sometimes some libraries come from your customer, some you may use something from the open source. I mean, on a double quote, don't think that like open source anything on open source. So in that case, imagine that you have already gone for production and let's say your software is already running in some ECU in some car. At later stage, in one of the components which you have used to build your software, some vulnerability is identified. You don't know. Yeah, maybe in some use case. Now, if you have an SBOM, you also know, because now I believe there are also many tools available from different cybersecurity companies where you can already, create an SBOM and keep, and maybe it will automatically also check if there are any new vulnerabilities identified in this particular library, and based on that you will get triggered, okay, in one of the libraries which is used in building your software, there has been a new vulnerability identified. Now of course that comes as a part of the continuous monitoring, as a part of your software, especially with respect to cybersecurity, because I think maybe 3-4 years ago we didn't hear much about SBOM. We only heard about hardware bill of material. Right now SBOM is becoming more and more famous because of cybersecurity. Now that is an opportunity for for you to analyze, okay, that vulnerability, does that has any impact on my software as a whole? If yes, what kind of a fix can I already provide, maybe using over the air update? That may even mean that there is a newer version of that particular library is available which I have to integrate and pass on the entire fix to the OEM or your customer. If there is no fixes available, can you somehow mitigate that let's say security risk within your let's say boundaries, so that you can prevent anything malicious happening to your software? So that is more of a chain. Having said that, if you don't know the origins, if you don't know the roots, then of course you don't know that this vulnerability also impacts you. I mean, first of all, you don't even know that there is some vulnerability because you are not actively tracking. um, and of course you can't judge whether it has an impact on you, and then you can't take any proactive decisions or measures. Yeah.